Ladies and gentlemen of the internet.
The intranet. No, that's a different thing.
The intranet.
What up, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube?
How's it going?
Yes.
For February the 8th, Thursday, your Throwback Thursday edition of Talking Trends. I'm not sure what's a throwback about it, but
It's always a throwback.
it's always a throwback
Everyone
Thursday
chucks
now.
up throwback. Yeah, I guess it's a throwback. Why not?
Shouts out to anybody posting any throwback pictures out there.
Yeah. Well, you already put up Throwback Thursday. Oh, nice. Good.
You may as well.
Yeah. There's always a bunch of them. I like Throwback Thursdays. I like to relive the good old times.
The more embarrassing times.
Yeah, much more embarrassing
Right?
times. For sure. For
You
sure.
know?
Always.
How you doing out there, everybody? Hope your day's going good. Is your day going good?
I'm deep in our 28-day challenge. I'm feeling good.
You're 8 days deep.
I can't make it. I'm going to crumble. Oh, boy. I made it up the stairs. As you guys, Instagram,
yeah.
you saw that.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Bring the board over. We're going to bring the board over here. Who's still in? Who's still in the challenge? What's going on? Here's the big board. So we good? Did you mark? Are you going to mark today still?
Mark today.
Yeah. Carrie, it's your boy's birthday. Happy birthday to him. There we go. All right. Day 8. We still alive.
We're still alive.
Barely, but we're good.
20 to go.
We're almost there. We're almost there, people. You crumbling already? No Pepsi today? Did you drink Pepsi yesterday is the question. That's my question. You're trying to do that no Pepsi thing.
Yeah, anybody else trying to do some challenges out there?
Yeah, I'd love to hear some challenges.
I would love for more people to get involved, do something, stop smoking for a couple of days.
She's on day 3. Carrie's with us.
Hey,
Day
I like
3.
that.
Good job. Congratulations.
Congratulations, I'll give it up to you.
Yeah, a little golf clap on that action right there. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll do the wave if you get all the way through.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your day going? Good?
Good. You got your day off to an early start.
5:30, my friend.
Saw your Instagram. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I have to do it every day.
Good. Power to you, man. I can't do that first thing in the morning crap.
I'm used to it now.
Yeah. Good.
I'm in the mode. And
Yeah, you're just ready to go.
You just hit the gym and then you're
You must pass out by 9 o'clock.
Oh, I know, right? I
Like
sometimes
that.
take a little nap.
Yes, sir.
But then after that, went to go pick up some hoodies for this Saturday. Got the Bump and Grind 1-year anniversary hoodies.
Oh, yeah.
That will be at the event happening at Lion and Bright. 1 year R&B music.
Super excited.
Yeah, it should be a good night.
Definitely.
And then I got a little meeting after the show. I'm going to go look at some condos downtown.
Really?
Yeah, boy.
I like this.
Stepping it up.
I'm in.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna have a 2-man condo. It'll be a show.
Hey, I like 2 men in a condo.
Dude, it's already on. Let's get that. Bell, Lion, Eastlink, somebody pick that up.
And how's your day going?
Good. I'm feeling good, man.
Good.
I'm feeling all right. I'm ready to go today.
Good.
Got some interesting topics today.
We do have some interesting topics
Yes,
today.
sir.
And without any further ado,
Do it.
let's hop right into them. So up first, we're going to talk about this interesting situation happening with a dominatrix, former dominatrix, I guess.
Ooh.
She has lost her fight to keep her job as a police officer.
Oh, come on.
Right?
Don't you want to dominate as a police?
One would think.
Dominate.
It's almost perfect, the perfect job for her.
I can't wait to hear more about that.
Then you're going to not quickly, we're going to touch on the Me Too movement currently happening on the Sports Illustrated cover.
Taking a weird turn.
Interesting turn.
Some people are with it, a lot of people are not.
Then we're
Yep.
going to talk about the top 10 foods that you shouldn't eat.
If you want to live a long time,
You should avoid these foods.
don't eat these foods.
Okay.
Let's see how many of these foods you guys eat.
God. And then finally, rounding everything up, time of the year that I think we all dread is the daylight savings.
Hate it.
In Europe, they are putting it to a vote now to get rid of it.
I love that.
I like that idea because
Oh, yeah.
I think it's total BS, and it was used for, I believe, World War I to
Yeah.
conserve energy for the soldiers. That was basically it.
And we still use it.
And we still use it today for some
Ooh.
unknown reason.
Let's move on with the times, people.
Right?
We'll talk about that. Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, okay, we'll talk about this dominatrix story.
Yes, please do.
Shouts out.
I'm very curious. Shouts out to dominatrixes out there everywhere.
So a former dominatrix loses the fight to keep her job as a police officer.
Yes.
In Jersey City, Hudson County Sheriff's Officer has just lost her job because she previously appeared in bondage films as a dominatrix.
Man.
Hudson County Sheriff Frank Shirelli told the New Jersey Journal hearing officer made the decision to fire Kristen Hyman, pictured here, on Wednesday. The department suspended her 6 days before the academy graduation last year, saying she failed to disclose that she appeared in the films and sometimes saw clients privately for money.
Ooh.
Court documents showed Hyman told investigators she never appeared naked and didn't perform any sexual acts in the videos.
Okay.
The suspension was rescinded by the judge, and Hyman was sworn in June 8th. She then went on paid administrative leave pending the hearing. And then finally, on Wednesday night, she has got fired.
So what is that, wrongful dismissal? Is there something in the books that says,
man,
is there something in the not the creed, I don't know what they take, but that you can't be?
I'm sure there's a lot of police men and women out there who have some pretty interesting pasts.
You better believe that.
That they do not disclose, despite probably whatever the process is into being a police officer or a man or woman of the law.
Yeah, no doubt.
I guarantee you, if you look into everybody's past, there's probably something out there that could warrant somebody getting fired. In this case, there has been a couple images released on a website that I got the article from, and I mean, in the videos, she was not nude or anything, but I mean, the other people in the video that she was performing the dominatrix acts, I believe, were. She was dominating a lot of males.
She was in the dominating field.
But yeah, she wasn't naked. She was like covered in some leather, like the typical kind of what you think a dominatrix would wear.
Yes. Standard
the
issue.
standard attire, standard uniform for a dominatrix.
Of course, yes.
But yeah, I find this kind of interesting. I mean, I find that now these days, police are still being allowed to be police officers after they've killed some people, beat them down, and done a whole bunch of unlawful things. I don't think in this situation she was hurting anybody. Well, technically, well, we'll see.
She's being paid to hurt people.
She was being paid. It was a contractual agreement.
So do they consider it kind of on the border of maybe prostitution in a way? I mean, it's not sexual.
I probably think when they found out that she was probably still seeing clients privately,
as she was still an officer
and taking money, probably raised maybe some ethical issues. But again, we're talking about,
well, listen, let's not talk about ethical issues
exactly.
when we talk about police officers. I think we've already seen over the last number of years that ethics isn't always the number one thing on their list.
No.
Carrie says they should do whatever they like outside their work. I agree. I mean, being an officer is a job like anything else.
Yeah.
Just like us, if we had a job and we did something in our private lives, whatever happens behind closed doors, people.
We're the dominatrix boys.
Yeah, we the D&D dominatrix.
Yeah, in fact, that's actually what's happening after the show. I have no condo appointment.
I was going to say, you don't have a meeting.
I'm actually going to go dominate some people.
Okay, that's.
I got my leather suit in the car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Red leather.
Yeah.
Oh, my mind's gone now. No, I don't think what you should. I mean, it's a job like anything else. I mean, would it still apply if you were like a paramedic?
See, that's the thing.
Like I'm a paramedic or I'm a firefighter.
Right.
Like that's a public servant job, right? I mean.
And also, if you want to talk about firefighters for a second, shouts out. But also, what's kind of in the scope of them, I find that whole calendar thing, which was pretty sexualized over the years.
Yes.
Where it's like, you got to pose with your shirt off. And
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So where do you draw the line here? Is the question. And into profession to profession. I mean, again.
I think I think you're right, man. It's just like, where do you draw the line? Where does it, are you just being, thinking one way towards this job but not that? Listen,
Right.
it's a public servant job.
Yeah.
If you were to look at all the public servant jobs, why are you just ousting this particular job? Why?
Right.
It's a job like anything else. They clock in, they clock out. The only thing is they, prevent and crime and that kind of thing. And it's just no different than being a mailman.
Right. But and I think their argument would be like, well, it reflects badly upon the police station that where she was hired. But again,
Yeah.
then other argument could be if a police officer ends up doing something unlawful, like again killing somebody who's innocent,
How about that?
and then gets paid leave and then gets to still be a police officer, then I mean, how does your police station look after that?
True.
So
Yeah,
I mean, where
absolutely.
do you draw the line? It's very odd, right? They
Yeah.
really pick their battles here.
I agree. Curious is also being a dominatrix is a job.
Hey,
There's no sexual. They're not. She's not having sex,
no.
so it's not illegal.
Listen, people want to get beat up, and they and what
Up
have
to
you.
them, yeah.
It's totally up to them.
It's not illegal.
She's not going out and doing this like, hey, you want to get beat up tonight? No, Tony messages this person and says,
Right.
hey,
Exactly.
so and so, I want this to happen to me this evening.
Tracy says kings and queens were into that lifestyle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's right. He's probably right.
Hey,
I don't know. It's a job. If you're not having sex,
there's a lot of people into a lot of different things. Let's
If you
just
ever,
say.
oh yeah, no doubt. Man.
And that's what I'm saying. I think if you were to dive into a lot of people's past,
Yes.
in a lot of these different fields of service, I'm sure you would uncover a lot of things. And I guess I want to say the biggest issue of argument would probably be because of the videos of the public display of it will probably be. I'd say if it was probably behind closed doors and no videos were recorded, I don't think there would have been a problem because not many people would have been able to find out. But since these videos have surfaced, now it's become a thing, and I'm sure there's been questions asked within the community that she has probably signed up to protect.
The videos, I'm assuming the videos weren't on in the internet somewhere. They were someone brought them to the attention of the police. Is that what happened, or
I
did
don't know. They're now on the internet.
of course
Everything's
now
on the
they are.
internet,
Yeah, of
man.
course.
Listen, you send something out there, it's on the internet. You know.
I think it's
My days of running for council have been long over. Let's just say that, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, we got to do that.
Okay, yeah. I apologize. I mean,
double
what?
mayor.
Yeah. Double mayor.
In the condo.
Yeah,
We'll run the
seriously.
city from a condo.
That'd be a great sitcom.
That would be good. We'd burn the city to the ground.
Oh, yeah,
It'd be over in 3
within
seconds.
hours. Yeah.
He says that also Trace says the argument can be made it's about her accepting money. Yeah, but you accept money for all kinds of jobs. You're not having sex. So it's not illegal.
And that's the thing.
Like if I'm paid to sit here and argue with you and you pay me to argue with you because you're into that,
Yeah.
well, what's the problem with that?
And it's like, when do you draw the line between that and prostitution? Is that would that be considered prostitution? Would anything? See, I don't know how it works. If I were just to give my body for money, is that considered prostitution?
I don't. I think you have to propose the propose you pay me for a sexual act.
And then that's the thing. So if you're coming to me saying I want whatever, then I don't know how I'm prostituting towards.
It's still. I think it's still the same. If you accept it, then you have an agreement, right? That we're exchanging sex for money.
So basically, she should be doing it for free, is what you're trying to say.
No, I think she can do it if she's not having sex with them.
Right.
Then I think it's fine.
Okay.
It's like me coming over to your house and baking, and you pay me to bake.
Sweet.
I'm not having sex with you.
Yeah.
We're not. You don't want that action. So I think Carrie says can't be considered prostitution. I agree.
Yeah.
Tracy says that even though no chemical contact is made, it's considered prostitution. So I don't know. I thought it was always about a sexual act, being paid for a sexual act. But he may be right.
Can we look up the official definition of prostitution?
Yeah, let's go to Webster's dictionary.
Oh boy.
Yeah, baby. Tracy says dominatrix is considered sexual activity. Okay. I don't know. What do you consider sex? Kissing is not sex. And she's not even kissing these guys, I'm assuming.
No.
So that means if she's torturing them, is that sex?
So we'll
It's not
say
sex.
prostitution is the business or practice of engaging in sexual activity in exchange for payment, either as money, goods, services, or some other benefit agreed upon transaction parties. So
Sexual activity.
So this is this would be sexual activity though, because I think if the person is getting naked and paying for they're getting some sort of sexual pleasure out of this.
Okay, I get a massage. I get naked.
Do you?
I'm getting pleasure out of it.
Do you get a naked? Do you get
Buddy,
sexually aroused?
I get under the towel. It's all me, baby, under there.
Jesus.
But I'm getting pleasure out of it. I'm getting massaged.
But you're not getting turned on. It's different.
Yeah, aren't I?
Oh God.
Yeah, baby. P.S. I'm looking for a new therapist. And my last one, for some reason, doesn't want to see me anymore.
I'm curious as to why.
We're way off on this topic.
Yeah. I'm trying to
anyway.
keep it for once. I'm trying to be the mature one today.
I know. Just I don't know what's happening.
So I think in this case it would be considered prostitution.
Then maybe if it's under the definition of prostitution, then yes.
In my mind, I can't. To me, I wouldn't give. If she is an outstanding person of the law and does her job well,
right,
I could care less what she does in her free time.
She probably should have kept it on the down low.
Right.
Maybe a video camera isn't the best thing to have.
I think it wasn't her; it was the other people. And I think at the time, these are videos of her past. And she probably didn't know when she was applying for, and a lot of people don't think about that stuff when they're applying for jobs in the future,
I guess
right?
not.
Just
you probably never think it's never going to come up or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
But I can see how it's a blurry line, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
Well, goddamn. Well, I mean, at least she has something to fall back on.
Call me.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next, our favorite sports magazine, Sports Illustrated.
That it is, yes.
Now being part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, stirring up a little controversy,
I'd say.
Yeah. So basically, this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition will come with a message. So basically, on the back of the hashtag Me Too movement, of course, all the harassment, that's sexual harassment that's been going on in the workplace in Hollywood. That's where it kind of kicked off here, and then it's just been kind of going from there. So basically, the people at Sports Illustrated wanted to put out an issue that basically showed their support in this era of Me Too. Basically, that's been, of course, being men accused of sexual assault in nearly every single industry, of course. So they basically put out an issue. They're going to be putting out an issue where the women are naked. So it's not a swimsuit issue, I guess, is what they call it, but they're going to be naked.
Well, it could be your birthday suit.
It's a birthday suit, baby.
Yeah,
so yeah, they're going to be naked. They're going to have words written with black marker all over their bodies, as you probably saw in the picture there. Yep. Basically, and the words, they selected the words. The models selected the words that they wanted to have on their bodies.
Okay.
And this is what the photos are going to be. So the camera crew that took all the shots was all female.
Nice.
So they kind of made that very public that's what was happening there.
Nice.
So basically, it's going to mirror the Me Too movement, saying, quote unquote, allowing women to exist in a world without being harassed or judged, regardless of how they like to present themselves. So whether they're naked or clothed, allowing, quote unquote, again, allows always going to be sexy no matter what is happening. I find it strange for a couple things, and I don't know what you guys think about this, but of course, the award show, I think it was the Oscars or Golden Globes?
Oscars.
Yeah, so the women dressed all in black. Most of the women.
And Golden Globe, I believe.
Yes. Dressed all in black, covering everything. Usually it's a reveal your body, who's got the sexiest outfit. Not the case at that award show. And this is kind of the opposite. Not everyone's happy with this this particular show of some sort of strength here and bond all together, when working together. But there's a couple people, quote unquote, some people are, here's one quote, I feel disgusted that you show naked women in your magazine and claim you support women when you're completely objectifying women. Another editor from TED Talk says the swimsuit issue of Sports Illustrated, which caters, this one here is going to cater to horny dudes. Or the I should say the magazine in general.
Your
and
boy.
it's not empowering.
Your boy over there.
This guy, not me. These guys.
Yeah.
So swimsuit issue of Sports Illustrated will cater to horny dudes is not an empowering depiction of women. This is not a magazine I trust to fight sexual harassment and assault. So people have mixed emotions about this particular issue. I don't know. It just seems weird. And someone else said it's something that doesn't focus on articles. This is all about the pictures.
Yeah. See.
So is it really sending the right message, or is it sexualizing and objectifying women even now to the next level?
It's hard for where I kind of stand on this. Like, I get where the argument could be where a lot of women would see this as a powerful statement, if you will. I'm not trying to take anything from that, because I believe I can see where they get that. They can draw that. And yeah, I also see the other argument where, okay, you want to stop being objectified and you want to be more well-respected. Well, then why are you having to pose nude and for Sports Illustrated? Typically a male magazine, I would like to think. I would assume most of the buyers, if I were going by a percentage, are male as opposed to female.
Absolutely.
And then yeah, and then you have again this image posted up, and again, the guys who are going to be purchasing this magazine, are they really going to be really diving deep behind this, the meaning of these bold letters and statements on the naked canvas of a woman? I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be, you're going to quickly look through it, flip through it for just like some eye candy.
Yeah.
I doubt if there, however long the article's going to be,
Right.
they'll probably won't read it. I don't know. Some will, but I don't know.
But here's the thing, right? It comes down to money. It comes down to selling the magazine, right?
This is true.
If they were really about the statement, this is my opinion. If they're really about the statement, you know what? Swimsuit issue should be a fully clothed issue.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And have some articles and have people, women in power talk about their stories.
Right.
Cool. You're not going to sell many magazines, especially the swimsuit issue, like that. So it becomes a situation. But put naked people on there, naked women.
Right.
Whether people look at it for the movement or just naked women, you're going to sell more magazines that way. So what is it really about?
Yeah.
Right?
And I think, what you said, everything unfortunately kind of boils down to the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just don't. It's not about the movement. I
I'm
don't think it's about the movement in this particular situation.
do you know who's directly behind it? Is it one person? Is it a group of people? Do you know, or is it
What do you mean?
Sports Illustrated themselves? Did Sports Illustrated themselves be like, "Hey, this would be a great idea. Why don't we get a naked lady and a couple naked women, and we'll get a photographer or a photography crew who's also women to shoot for this Me Too movement? I think it will be a good look for the magazine." Or was it a lady? Who proposed this idea to?
I believe it was an
Illustrated?
editor from Vanity Fair.
Okay.
Who came over and said, "Listen, guys, for your next issue, why don't we do this idea?" And she came through with the idea, and they said, "Okay, that sounds great." You know what I mean? And why wouldn't they say that? Because they're going to sell more magazines, without doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't.
And of these people who are going to be pictured, are any of them like,
They're all
are famous?
No,
of some? Okay.
just swimsuit models. The swimsuit models they would have in the issue.
Okay.
Right, which they're famous, but they're not
Right.
actors or anybody. You know what I mean? Like actors or actresses that have been coming out in the media. I don't know, man. I just don't.
Here's the thing, also, like I'm
Many comments about this too.
I'm looking at this picture, and I'm kind of like, art is so subjective, and if I were just to look at this picture, I honestly don't get a lot of art. I'm more of a practical, like, see it in my face and that's it. I don't really.
You like the bowl of fruit.
I'm like, okay, there's the banana, there's the pear, that's
totally,
it.
Yeah.
And if I were to look at this, I wouldn't really dig too deep as to why there's letters on this person. And I would attribute this also to, again, like I said before, to a lot of people who probably pick up this magazine.
Yeah.
And I like to think I'm somewhat smart, but generally I don't think I would do a second glance and be like, oh yeah, that's that Me Too movement.
Yeah.
I would take more notice if it was a swimsuit edition, or they just did something totally different,
completely different,
and everybody was clothed in the black clothing, and the actual part of the movement. To me, that would make sense,
and featured maybe women that have had harassment
exactly,
happen to them,
and that should be the whole damn Sports Illustrated issue. That from front to back, it should just be like, boom, 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 boom.
I agree with you. I think that would have made more of a statement.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. It's been done.
Right.
Time Magazine, Vanity, all these guys, they already done it.
Yeah.
So what's going to sell magazines? It ain't going to be that because these guys already did it.
Right.
Right? I think it just comes down to that whole sell more magazine situation. Nobody's buying magazines anyway, so you got to do it. But this issue here, this is what makes Sports Illustrated all year long. People wait for this magazine to come out. So,
right.
Carrie says they want to feel powerful and stand up, but at the same time, it's becoming so much of a trend now. It's hard to take the subject matter seriously when you're naked on a magazine. CJ says it's a gig for SI. Tracy says, funny how women expressing themselves freely can bring out the haters. Nah, I don't know. If they really want to make a statement, why not throw up the faces of the men who've been charged with these crimes? Posing naked.
Yeah,
there's not always. There's nothing. It feels.
You know, that's an interesting idea right there.
Yeah,
they should have like a
like
Time magazine of people of the year. They should have the people of the year who were a part of like the disgusting nature of the men who did these sexual harassment acts. Have like Harvey Weinstein like dead center, and then behind them have like everybody that and have the whole have that whole issue about those doers.
Maybe that's the move. That should have been the move. I don't know.
Yeah, instead of people. Sorry,
CJ also says it's fake feminist. Fake feminists.
See, yeah, I don't like.
It's just it's a mixed bag of. It's a mixed message. I don't think the message is as clear as they think it is.
Thank you. I think I think it's best said like that. I think the message is very unclear.
Very unclear. I know. I get what they're going for, but I think it just didn't work in this situation.
Yeah, like again, and as I was saying before, I couldn't look at this picture and be like, oh, that's the Me Too movement. I get it. Yeah. I need a buffer before saying da-da-da-da-da-da, then the picture. Oh, okay, cool. And then da-da-da-da-da. Like, I should be able to look at something and then I should be able to get it within just a couple seconds.
Should be very clear.
Especially if you're trying to really establish any sort of movement.
Yep, I agree. 100%. Right. Make it clear.
Right.
Make the message very, very clear. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Healthy eating, my friend.
I enjoy healthy eating.
I enjoy a little bit of healthy eating every now and then.
You eat a lot of health. You eat a lot of health.
I do.
You don't eat much meat.
No, I don't.
You know, that's really healthy.
Yeah.
I do like my meats. But there are 10 foods you should never eat if you want to live a long life. Now, if you don't want to live a long life, balls to the wall, eat whatever you like. But if you'd like to live a long life, why don't you give this a try?
Okay.
Number 1, what do we have? Oh, well, this is pretty much goes without saying. Processed meats. Just stay away from all processed meats. If you can, try to get the real meat, the real chicken. You know what I mean? I know that's hard to find, but anything that's processed, just stay away from it. Of course, super high in sodium.
Stay away from like the Subways.
Oh, dude.
The sandwich places.
But it's so delicious.
It is, man. It is.
Totally. Number 2, diet sodas. I think sodas in general.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. The big thing is, of course, the artificial sweetener that goes in there. It's usually worse than the actual regular version of the soda.
Right.
Whatever artificial sweetener they put in there is worse.
Yeah.
Number 3, white sugars and white flour products.
For sure.
Goes without saying.
Yep.
Definitely avoid those.
So bread.
Yes, bread is out. Yeah. Foods with MSG. The problem is, those foods are absolutely delicious.
They are.
Yeah, stay away from them.
Very delicious.
A lot of Asian dishes. MSG is known to be a key component in that in those recipes.
Yeah, it makes them very scrumptious.
Very delicious. And speaking of that, number 5 is Chinese takeout.
The layup.
Yeah, that was the pass, and here's the dunk.
Yeah.
Chinese takeout, of course, additional MSG. Stay away from all that stuff. They say a lot of Asian foods tend to be high in salt and fat anyway, so you should just avoid those in general. This was a little bit surprising. Number 6 was grilled meats. Which is a little weird. I thought grilling meat was actually better for you.
I would see probably for when you overchar something, I could see that probably being an issue.
They say when high heat meets the surface of the meat, chemical reaction occurs involving the formation of I should have read this before.
Oh boy.
Heterocycle, I think, something like that. I don't know what that is. And another thing, I don't know what it is. Wait. There's abbreviations. HCA and PHA.
Okay, there you go.
PAH, sorry. Okay. These compounds are formed with fat and juices from the meat, a drip onto the fire, causing the flame that contains PAH that adheres to the surface of the meat. So I guess that's bad. Oh, man, I like grilling my food, man. What's up with that? This could be bad.
Yeah, well, just don't grill every day.
I won't grill every day. Number 7, trans fats. Goes without saying, guys. French fries, all that deep fried stuff is no good. There's good fats.
Yep.
Trans fats are not one of them. Stay away from trans fats. Number 8, energy drinks. Super bad. High in sugar. High in everything.
Anything I think in the carbonated section is pretty bad for you.
Yeah. What about like a Perrier water or something like?
That's different.
Yeah. It's not loaded down with sugar. There's usually no sugar in it anyway, right?
No.
Also doesn't taste anywhere near as good.
No.
Number 9, fast food. No doubt about it, guys. Stay away from all your fast food delicious things. Your chicken wings, which is considered fast food if they deep fry it. French fries, onion rings, burgers, all the good foods in life. Number 10, no more than 1 to 2 alcoholic beverages a day, which seems high.
Your boy's killing over here.
28-day challenge and no booze. Wow. And he's going to go on a week bender.
I know, right? I've been January. When was the last time I drank?
Did you have a drink in January?
January 2nd. I had 1 beer. And then ever since, your boy's been dry as
You didn't have
bone.
anything at Super Bowl.
Had nothing at Super Bowl.
Very strong there. Very good.
Yeah, had
Even though I was
nothing.
drinking right in your face.
Yep. I had nothing at the last jam where 400 people were
That
drinking.
must have been insanely hard, bro. So obviously avoid. This seems high. 1 to 2 beverages a day. That's
Well, it's so conflicting because there's so many
Yeah.
articles saying what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, and it's just like 1 glass of wine is actually good for
Right,
you,
right.
or blah 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 blah. So it's almost like, what do you do? And I think, you know what, everything in somewhat of a moderation. I mean, in this case, you don't. When I say moderation, you don't want to moderately eat fast food constantly.
you don't want to do
Right.
that on a daily basis. No.
No, but yeah, I mean, if you're gonna eat healthy, just lax it to a bunch of different good foods, and I mean, have nothing wrong with having a drink every now and then.
Yeah, well, they talk about it, of course, while there may be health benefits of consuming small amounts of alcohol, namely wine, it isn't risk-free. So that most researchers on the matter show that it's possible positive effects of alcohol place the serving at a single 12-ounce beer, 5-ounce glass of wine, or 1.5 ounce of liquor, which is much less than the average drinker consumes on a regular. They obviously they don't do it in moderation. They go above those.
No.
And that's all bad, of course. Heart disease, liver disease, pancreatitis, and risk of mouth. Oh my God, I don't even want to. It gets gross.
Dr. McCool over here.
It gets gross over here. Liver, breast cancer, a whole bunch of stuff. So
It's the doctor. What do I have? Something long, something that ends with itis.
yeah,
or,
you have
something.
diddly-itis.
I'll be back.
Oh yes. Oh my God, I was afraid I had that.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are the 10 things. Not too bad. We
Yeah.
don't consume a lot of that.
No, I think everyone's like, again, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, like, again, like when football was regularly on, like on Sundays, you kind of like have your bag of chips and kind of stuff
Yep.
like that. But I mean, as long as you're not doing it every day,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to you, people. Live your life how you would like to live it. You know.
Yeah. Tracy says Tony and his public school education. That's what I get.
Yep.
Halifax West, what up?
Hey.
Julie says these are the 10 foods that you should eat. That list should be called what you should eat.
Right? That's what I'm saying, though. And that's what I mean.
They are super delicious.
I'm kind of just like, you know what? Do what you want.
Yeah.
But you can stay healthy in the process, I believe.
No doubt.
Again, moderation, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of moderation of daylight is a big issue.
Huge issue.
Huge issue.
Well, it is for us.
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
And across the world. So, European Parliament approved proposal to end a biannual clock change. The European Parliament will today vote on whether or not to abolish the current system of putting clocks back in winter and forward in the goddamn spring. And for God's sakes, can that come over here? For the
Please.
love of God.
For the love.
I just hate the times where is it today or is it tonight? Or like I've been around this earth for a couple of years, and I still don't know what day to probably set. Like, is it an hour forward or is it an hour back?
Yeah.
It's totally confusing.
You're saying there's no purpose for it now.
There's no purpose. It came during World War I. It was supposed to be for energy savings. The indicators are that there are few energy savings, and in any, there are awful lot of disadvantages for both human beings and animals that should be making it outdated at this point.
Right.
And they're doing also other studies on this, saying that there's been huge mental and physical
Drawbacks to
drawbacks
it. Oh, really?
to this daylight savings with
see that.
certain people.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so
It's not good.
No, it's not good. It honestly does mess you up a little bit.
It messes you up a lot a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for kids when they're young. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like going to school and stuff. It just messes up their whole. It takes them a while to get back on track.
Right.
But if there's no purpose for it, why the hell are we still doing it here? Holy
I'd like to know the reason. I don't know the reason why it's still a thing.
I don't know. I don't even know. I have no idea.
And there's a bunch of places that don't do it, which is odd enough. Of just like, okay, well, if they don't do it, then why the hell are we? Why doesn't Saskatchewan do it, for instance?
Yeah.
That's one province that does not take part in the daylight savings.
Let's move
Sorry,
there.
I'm just. I got a snake in my boot.
You got an itchy?
No, this is you know what? I made a mistake. I wore the Timbs,
Oh.
and I wore the
Oh, the short sock.
I
You
wore
did
the-
that last week.
I wore the ankle socks, yo.
Dude, I told you not to do that.
Listen,
You did that a couple weeks ago.
I did that a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
you were not happy.
No, and I'm getting to that point now.
Oh, man, that's irritating.
Yeah.
I don't know. They take the hour, they give it back. What in the world is happening? Is there any commercial benefit to it? Is there anything they can sell that they make money off of? That's why they wouldn't get rid of that. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, does alarm clock sales go up and down at that time of year? I have no clue. But there's nothing you can. Is there a T-shirt? I survived the 1 hour fallback. Is there?
See, they say the main purpose of daylight savings is to make better use of daylight.
Wow, who wrote that?
I don't know.
Oh
Man.
my God, that's the worst thing.
It's
I've
the
ever heard.
dumbest thing, though.
It's time for it to go, people.
It needs to go.
Petition. We need an uprise from the people,
Yeah.
or we move to Saskatchewan.
Or that's it. Yeah.
And
We just
call
go
it done.
we go to the prairies and we all work for McCain.
Yeah, all the fries you can eat.
All the trans fats you can
No,
eat.
no, that's on our list. We can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, it sucks. Let's get rid of it.
Let's
get rid of it.
Yeah, it should literally go.
Yep.
So, I mean, hopefully North America takes note of what happens over in Europe if this is abolished. And maybe we can all put it to a goddamn vote. And maybe next year or this year, it can just be like, you know what, everybody, don't bother moving the clocks forward or
Yeah.
behind. Let's let time go as is. Because technically, what is time?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't.
Let's talk about this for a second. I'm just
You
kidding.
guys got 4 hours?
Yeah. No. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know why we're doing
Leave
it.
time alone.
Let's leave time alone,
What's it ever done to you?
right? Just ages you and keeps going without you.
We love you, time.
Love you.
We don't like daylight savings time.
No.
So
Anyway,
that's what's up.
and that is our show for today.
I like
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, for those who didn't tune in to yesterday's show, we have a special guest coming next Wednesday for February the 13th.
Yes.
Someone from the fine store of Venus Envy to go over their finest products just in time for the Valentine's Day, I'd say season, but for day.
Yeah. Give some ideas to
Give
the couples
some
out
ideas.
there.
You want to spruce it up in the bedroom?
Couples, or maybe you're not a couple.
Hey.
Maybe you're a single person.
And you want to try your own body out?
Yeah. Take it for a ride.
Why not?
Listen.
Why? You should test it out in the parking lot before you take it
test
on the
drive.
highway.
Good. I
Right?
like that.
Yeah, don't you want to hurt yourself?
I'm very curious to see what they're going to bring in. I think it's going to be a very interesting
It's going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be a nightmare.
Bring your wallet, Tony. Bring your wallet.
I got my Ridge wallet.
Yeah. Maybe we can offer some sort of discount to the viewers.
Yeah, we should do something. Maybe we can give away. Maybe they'll give away a gift certificate or something.
Yeah.
Be all right.
Hey.
Be like that.
Yeah.
What are you up to tonight? Chilling?
This evening.
You got your condo dominatrix meeting?
I've got my thing immediately after this. Hopefully I can make it in time.
Oh, Lord. Is that 6?
Yeah.
You better run.
I know, right?
Yep.
Yeah, doing that and then going home and making something to eat.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I was going to go see Back to the Future tonight.
What are you talking about? Where's that at?
Park Lane. They're doing this like
Like a retro thing?
a retro thing. There's a
Dude.
bunch of different movies playing
What time is
tonight.
that on?
I think it's 8 o'clock.
I want that in my
Dude,
life.
1 second. I'll let you know the other movies that are playing. It's kind of interesting. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 were playing yesterday.
Ooh, T2 is my favorite.
Man, it's such a good movie.
No doubt.
Today at Park Lane, let's just see. There's a
Back
bunch
to
of
the
different-
Future's a classic too, though. I like that too.
Yeah, Back to the Future. It's the Flashback Film Festival. I never heard of it.
I
Never
like
heard
that.
of it.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
I want that.
So, and then there's another one. I
Is it all
believe.
weekend?
I don't know how long it is.
My kids love those old movies, man. They're into that.
The Iron Giant. It's not. I mean, that's not that long ago, but that animated
Yeah.
movie.
I never really got into that one, yeah.
It was all right. And War Games.
War Game. Wow. That's an old one.
10:30.
That is an old one.
Yeah.
At 10:30?
10:30.
You can't watch that at 10:30 because you freak out. You think there'll be spies everywhere. You're going to go home, start hacking shit. Trust me. Don't watch that movie at 10:30.
I'll be there.
I'm scared. Eating popcorn.
Hey.
Yeah.
What are you saying this afternoon? Or this evening?
I'm going to a school dance.
Hey, there you go.
Not my school.
Okay.
My kid's got a school dance going. Actually, it's at 6. We both got to get out of here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm going to chaperone a school dance and punch some young kids in the head if they get too close.
Save some room for the Lord, my friend.
Yeah, let me get in there.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I'm doing this Friday evening. Then I'm going to go home and continue to work. You know I like to work through the night.
Yeah.
If you guys see me on Instagram, I'm falling asleep.
I know.
Anyway,
Yeah,
But,
read your book too that you got.
I just got my book. Yeah, I'm good to go.
I'm gonna
man.
read mine soon as well. So
Yeah, and maybe we'll do some book giveaways.
yeah, I think so.
We'll
Maybe
talk about
either
that.
end of this week or next week we'll give some book giveaways. But yeah, that's today's show.
That's what's up.
And
We will be back.
we will be back tomorrow again, same
On a
time.
Sexy Friday. Yeah.
Sexy Friday, 5 o'clock to 5:30ish.
Yep.
And thank you everybody for tuning in on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and also shouts out to my man Chris and Car Productions for providing us with the lovely background and the stingers that you see on the show. Hit him up, Car Productions on Facebook, for any motion graphics and graphic designs that you need. He's dope. He's good. The turnaround's pretty great. And
Do it.
what really matters in life is time. So good turnaround is always a plus.
Well said.
Hey, right off the top of the head.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good.
It's all this reading I'm doing over the last couple months for the show. I think I'm getting better.
So you avoid medical terms. Unlike me, I go right into it and screw it all up.
This is what you got to do. We'll talk about it off of air.
Yeah, we'll do that later. Thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Thank you.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye.